You ready? I am so pumped up right now. Well, of course, by the time you watch this video, you already know the result of this game. Either it will be a disappointing one or it will be an exceptionally strange and positive one, since we are actually without Giorgio Chiellini, and Cristiano Ronaldo is back. He is starting, but I'm not sure if he is actually 100%. I have some doubts about it, but yeah, it's Cristiano, guys. He's an animal. So yeah, let's just have some faith in him. So, welcome to my channel. If you are a first-timer, special welcome to you. Please hit that subscribe button. And this is my matchday vlog for the Ajax against Juventus game in the Champions League quarterfinals. I didn't believe that we were gonna be here when we faced Atletico, especially when we were 2-0 down after the first leg. Second leg, well, you all know about it. Check out my episode from that match day. Also, that was a crazy one. And we turned it around 3-0 and we won 3-2. And now we are in the quarterfinals against these young boys, talented, creative, fearless kids from Ajax. And they're not just kids, they have a good mix between older players and younger players. So it's a perfect mix, perfect balance. Fascinating to watch, but then again, we are Juve. This is us we're talking about. What can we do? How can we fight this? They knocked out Real Madrid, even though Real Madrid were absolute in disarray lately. So maybe we're just joking ourselves, thinking that this will be harder than it looks like. I don't know. Simply, it's just so hard to tell because I don't know how good they actually are. Remember, Real Madrid were a weak side, but Ajax, they were a great one too. So I'm not sure how good they are in comparison to Juve. We will find out that tonight. This is the lineup. I have no problems with it. This is our best lineup. Exception of course, Giorgio Chiellini and Emre Can, who is also injured. He injured his ankle against Milan. Stupid, unnecessary injury. But what you're gonna do? Here we are. Bentancur is starting. As you can see, Bernardeschi and Matuidi are just one yellow away from the suspension, so they will miss the second leg if they are booked tonight. So be careful, especially Matuidi. I think he's slightly more important for us than Bernardeschi. But you never know. With Bernardeschi, well, his first leg was average, like he usually is, but in the second leg, he killed it. So it might actually happen tonight as well. He will be slow away from home, but maybe he will erupt at the J Stadium for the second leg. I don't know. So there are so many questions to answer, so many questions. How will Rugani do? You can see he's starting instead of Chiellini. Will he actually grab that chance? Will he actually prove us that he is worthy of Juventus shirt? Yes, we have talked about how talented he is for months, for years, but now is the time to actually show that talent on the pitch. And those simple games against Empoli's, against Bologna's, it's just too simple for him. I want him to be right in the middle of it, just like tonight. So let's see what happens. Next to him we have Leonardo Bonucci. Well, if he is focused 100%, I doubt that he will be that. If he will, well, we have some chance, but definitely we are without Chiellini and it is a weakness, unfortunately. So Alexandro on the left, Joao Cancelo on the right, in the middle Bentancur, Pjanic, Matuidi. You can see it here. Mandzukic all the way up front with Bernardeschi and Cristiano back in the team. Nice to see. No Dybala, as I said previous times. I don't know if Allegri knows what to do with him. He might be like a super sub coming from the bench, yes, but we also have Douglas Costa there now. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. And I'm nervous because I don't know where we stand. I don't know how good we are. We weren't great against Milan. We weren't great against Empoli. We weren't great throughout most of the season. Even though we are just about to win the Scudetto, we need just to draw against Spal, and that's it. We are champions. But then again, they haven't impressed me that much. With that kind of squad, with such a great stars, they disappoint me. And in the Champions League, we need to deliver. And tonight, if we do that, well, it's gonna be a lot easier in the second leg. If not, well, we will have a mountain to climb. So remember, those games against Atletico will be for nothing if we waste it tonight and next week. That 3-0 overturn at the J Stadium will be for nothing if we waste it tonight. So please, build up on this. My prediction for tonight... Well, guys, let's just see your predictions first of all, because some of you have been really positive. So, follow Alex Cam says it will be 3-1 to Juve. Wow. PG7 Highlight says it's gonna be 1-2 to Juve. And my man at Juve Onada, he hopes it will be a 2-0, but expecting a 2-1 to Ajax. Well, I'll just go with a 1-0 to Ajax. It will be I will accept that one, even though I'll be disappointed, but it will be much easier to handle in the J Stadium rather than 2-0. So, yeah, my prediction, 1-0. Let's see what happens. Man, I'm nervous. Let's just get it started. Let's just see what happens. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve. Guys, please, don't embarrass yourselves. This is wonderful, guys. I can't stop smiling. We haven't been great. They are such a better team with the ball, and I always learned that as long as you have the ball, you won't concede. But Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. Okay, let's just focus on first things first. Daniele Rugani has been great in first half. Better than Bonucci. Probably the best I've seen him play recently. I like it so far. So let's just build up on this in the second half as well. Joao Cancelo has been very poor. Very poor. But that cross for Cristiano goal, man, that was a pure beauty. He just carved him open. Cristiano, guys. Cristiano just needs one shot and then he just belts it in 1-0. We have been stretched for big periods of first half, and we've been struggling with their passing, with their fast tiki-taka play once they come close to our box. We're struggling with that. Tagliafico is impressive. De Jong is of course wonderful. Yeah, there have many great players. But let's talk about Juve, because I think Bentancur has been good, a bit sloppy, but overall much better than in recent games, so very good first half from him. Miralem does okay, but I think he struggles with the pressure that's put on him. I think he struggles with that a lot. Matuidi is just this far off shitting himself, this far off losing the ball and just give him the great counterattack. Same goes for Alexandro, this far. Luckily, the ref is actually blowing the whistle, but we are not far from just conceding, because it could go either way. It's wide open. It's very wide open. And I have to give credit to Bernardeschi as well, even though, yeah, his final touch, his final decision is so poor. So very poor. But he's been very active. And of course Wojciech with that save in the first half. Guys, it's been a good half. It's been exciting. It's been nervous. I see why we respect them. I see why people are afraid of them. I fear it. I fear it as well. I fear that they can carve us open. But we have 45 minutes left without Chiellini, and hopefully Chiellini will be back for the second leg. So, yeah, and that would be good news for us, as of course Emre Can will be back. But that away goal, crucial away goal, guys. It's so important now. Let's just give the yellow to De Ligt, that he will be suspended for the second leg also. And yeah, we're good to go. Where to begin? I have a mixed feelings after this result. The first half, well, it was as expected. They were much better with than us on the ball. But somehow we scored the 1-0. But just a couple of minutes after the second half kicked off, well, Cancelo just went from hero to zero and 1-1. They had a lot of chances, let's say that. They had a lot of chances to score more. And with more experience, they would have scored some couple of goals on us. With more experience, with more calmness, they would have done that. But they didn't, luckily for us. So it ends 1-1. And for me, I have mixed feelings, yes, because I thought that we could have scored, we could have also conceded, it was an unnecessary goal to concede in the first place. So we go back to J Stadium with 1-1 with that away goal, a crucial one. So basically what we have to do now is not to lose or to draw more than 2-2 basically. If we do the 1-1, it will be go to the extra time, which is quite possible actually. But overall I think we did much better than we did against Atletico in their first game. We were a good defensive unit, because the way to defend against those kinds of teams has to be the Allegri way actually. Just put man behind the ball and absorb the pressure, because if you start running after the ball and you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to control that kind of football, you don't know how to take away the ball and to play better than them at their own game. If you don't know how to do that, well, we just better defend. And that's what we did. We defended like animals, we defended like lions out there. And hence the player ratings for tonight's game. So let's just go ahead and do it now. I'll just start with Wojciech Szczesny. He will get a 7.5 from me, even though his start was a bit sloppy with some clearances and some goal kicks that went out for the throw-in, which is very unusual for Wojciech. But overall, he saved us on numerous occasions. 7.5 for him. Let's go to Alexandro. Alexandro will get a 7 from me. Very good game. Good defensive game. Offensively, he had nothing to offer. That's not his game either, it seems, at Juve, because he's way too slow going forward at the left back. But in defense, he's slightly better. Daniele Rugani will get a 7.5. Very, very adult. Very grown-up game, let's say. I liked it very much, because he wasn't afraid, he was controlled, composed. I still would have liked to have Chiellini in there rather than Rugani, but yeah, let's hope that Chiellini will be back for the second leg. Bonucci will get also a 7.5. He was focused, let's say that. He was focused 100% throughout the game, and for that alone he deserves 7.5, because Bonucci usually is not focused at all. He sleeps sometimes he forgets his guy, sometimes he just made some stupid tackles. But overall, I think he did good. Tonight was 7.5. At the end of the game, he actually went to be a captain. I'm not so sure about that one, but what you're gonna do when we have Mandzukic out and Chiellini out and Dybala was all still on the bench, so nobody else there rather than Bonucci. Well, then we have Joao Cancelo. I'll give him a 6. Because he started the game very badly, poor passing, poor at the back, he was poor overall, but that assist alone, it's just bravo, bravissimo. So for me, totally, in second half, he was better going forward than he was defensively. That's his game, slightly better in second half overall, so yeah, 6, let's just give him a 6, maybe a bit harsh, but yeah, he was the weakest link tonight for us defensively. In the middle, Matuidi struggled at the end of the game. I hope it's nothing serious, because he ran like a moron out there. He ran like crazy. As I said at the halftime, this close from losing the ball. So very, very tight there. So, yeah, 7 for Matuidi. I would give 7.5 to Bentancur. He tried to take control of the ball. He tried to do something with it. Much, much better than in previous games. Good choice by Allegri starting him instead of Sami Khedira. That would be a completely different game in my opinion. It was good to have one guy there who could control the ball, who could slow down the tempo, who could take away the ball from him and actually string some passes together with his teammates. I doubt that Sami would have done that tonight. So for me, 7.5 for Bentancur is a fair one. And Pjanic, struggled with the pressure, as I said. So for me, it's just a 7, unfortunately. But still, acceptable game from the Bosnian. Going forward, let's go, let's go with Federico Bernardeschi. I would give him a 7. He ran a lot, he tried a lot. Didn't succeed that much. Too much heart, too little quality, let's just say. And then Mario Mandzukic, I'll be harsh, but I'll be fair. I'll give him a 6. I just don't know why we extend the contract of this guy. He has grinta, he has warrior power. He has these defensive duties that he is so famed for. But still tonight, there was nothing. He was a target man and that's it. Target man that walked around the pitch. So 6 from me. It wasn't his type of game tonight either. Yeah, like it usually is basically. So yeah, 6. That would be fair for me. And yeah, Cristiano will get 7 just because of that goal, but rarely did something for us. Of course, he tried to link up with his teammates, but it was all about defending tonight, guys. It was all about defending, and rightly so, because Ajax are a much better team with the ball. Let's just accept that, and let's play to our strength, which is defense. Let's not fool ourselves and think that guys like Douglas Costa, Dybala, Ronaldo, Bernardeschi, Pjanic, and so on can string marvelous passes together like Ajax. No, that's not how we do it. That's not how we play the football, because that's not what we do on the training ground. It's not. So for me, it's just very simple. You play to our strengths, defense. The Italian way. On we go. I hope it's nothing serious for Blaise Matuidi. I hope he's back for the second leg. I have high hopes for us in the second leg. I think if we play to our best defensively, we should go through. If we mess it up, if there will be some errors out there, anything can happen, guys. And yeah, I hate that phrase, but it still comes to me. Anything can happen, because I'm so insecure in our defense when guys like Bonucci, when guys like Cancelo start defending properly. Yeah, nervous for the second leg, of course, but we have Senior Champions League amongst us. He scored tonight. I hope he scores the next leg. Let's see what happens. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you think about the game, what you think about the player ratings, and of course what you think about for the return leg. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Well, on to the Scudetto, because we're facing Spal away. Well, 1 point would be enough, so let's just do it then.